7 snakes ride into Nightstone for a fugitive they hunt, and their approach concealed by darkness. Krill impatient, what a feat of lightness, born out of frustration, freed by self-defenestration. As Krill lies alone and tender, I divine the snake's agenda. Led by Zolkin, scarred but handsome, Kella's capture would provide them with a ransom. Wait till morning, I stipulated. Zolkin bade, we continue unabated. We acquiesced although we're tired. A villain must be found in Dice and Desire.
I would suggest that my group and I take the buildings to the north, and if you could please search any of the remaining buildings in the south and east that you have yet to look through, and then we'll reconvene this conversation once we've all had opportunity to look.
That's absolutely fine. I'm actually happy to go along with this, but what are we actually going to get out of this?
At the moment, Quinch, I'm most looking to get a decent night's sleep.
Good enough. Let's do it.
Right, we'll search some buildings for you. Let's get this done quickly. Zoltan.
Let us get it done right.
And quickly. The two are not mutually exclusive. Sometimes quickly is adequate.
I'd rather we found her rather than getting these done quickly and perhaps missing her.
I mean,
she is crafty.
Dweezil does speak the truth. I went to a brothel last week and I told them the same thing.
To be fair, strolling into town at 12 a.m. is definitely the actions of someone who doesn't want something urgently. Anyway, whatever.
I mean, suggesting that I would walk into town at the most convenient time for me does suggest that I could have waited till 9 a.m. Is that a better time for you? And when she could have escaped?
Better time for us.
Yeah, I would have got some fucking sleep. Instead of having an argument with 14 strangers for 2 hours.
Krill says, right, stop! No. I think I have a concussion. I jumped through a window. Let's just get on with it.
Now you've pissed off the orc.
With that, Zolkin walks back to his horse, and they trot off up to the north buildings. So they are going to cover up here. I'm going to draw which ones they're going to take.
Can we add in some Benny Hill music and just until we find her? Yeah.
So everything that's probably not come out very well, but everything at the top there.
That's fine. So
they're going to take, and you can take everything south of that.
Yeah, I think we should.
Bear in mind, you have searched one or two of these buildings already.
I'm going to say to the guys, I think we should start at the south, because if she's going to be trying to evade us, we want to drive her north to them.
Yeah.
So if we start at the very south and work our way north.
This building,
absolutely,
the one that we were sleeping in. Let's just make sure she wasn't in there.
I'm going to go make sure she wasn't in the bed for about 8 hours. Yeah. Should we start with this one?
Let us do it like the fables of Scooby-Doo and split up.
The fables of Scoobius Dubious.
I think it is wise for us to split up. If we at the south of the town are 2 guard towers. If we split into 2 parties and one searching each guard tower, and then come north in a pincer movement, searching buildings as we go, then if we were to scare anybody, if anyone were to flee from us, then the others would have an opportunity to see.
Excellent tactics.
Splitting the party.
Yeah, she's as dangerous
we've already
as they say.
searched the windmill.
We have.
We could save a lot of time, and Greg could just whiz around in about 30 seconds on his broomstick and get us moving along with this story.
Krill's very angry. I like this Krill.
I have banged my head and it's affecting my mood.
The worry is that Gregomel would forget what he is supposed to be doing.
I'm looking for coffee, I remember.
You make a good point, music man.
If she's as dangerous as they say, I don't think...
She can't be any...
She is a woman. How dangerous can she be?
Fucking hell.
You know.
She's dangerous enough for 7 men and 7 horses. Or 6 men, 1 woman, and 7 horses.
I can handle 7 men. I'm sure I can handle 7 horses. I mean a woman.
just a note to our female listeners out there: we do actually value you and think that you are actually quite dangerous. So,
any in particular?
All women.
Very
I believe all women are
very
dangerous. All women,
yeah.
All women are dangerous in their own way.
This is all getting cut.
Krill loves women.
Which
I
of
personally
these
think that women are
buildings
more
have we
dangerous than men. Right, move. So what are you doing? Are you splitting up or?
Oh look, there's a watchtower here.
Quinch approaches the southeast tower. The door to this tower is ever so slightly ajar. You're gonna go in, or
guys, the door is ajar. It's made of glass.
Oh, there he is.
God. It's like being in
We all
primary
knew
school
that joke
again.
was coming.
Crow says,
Great job.
I thought I knew you were going to say that.
Emily, are you in here?
Emily!
I have to admit, I have actually forgotten her name already.
Kella.
Helen.
Kella. Helen Kella.
That was unintentional. Nice. Oh, actually, no, I'd already written that down last session. Awesome.
yeah, and I've mentioned it 42 times. So.
Well, I've just been woken up in the middle of the night by dickheads on horses.
You knock on the door, MD, and you get no response.
Quinch
But then
enters.
again, she is a woman on the run. She's unlikely to go, yes, it's me, Kella.
Quinch enters the tower.
You enter the tower. It is just a very simple watchtower. It looks out over the moat. You can see a couple of sort of like arrow slits so that people here can essentially fire across and keep an eye on any approaching dangers. Can you roll me an investigation check, please?
Yes, sir. Oh, second natty T, so 21.
21. You notice in your search, although you're not looking for it, you do notice a sack filled with some items. Would you like to search through the sack, or are you
I'd
just
love
going to leave?
to look through the sack, yeah.
The sack is filled with stolen utensils.
Ooh.
I'll let you decide what utensils they are. Let's say there's 3 utensils. You can decide which of those they are. 3 vials of perfume.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah. All smelling of very floral perfume.
Gonna rub those on his horns.
Yeah.
I'd recommend putting some on your sword so it doesn't smell like shit.
There's also a stuffed blood hawk.
Ooh.
Obviously, I know what a blood hawk is, but there's probably people that don't. What is a blood hawk?
It's a type of hawk that eats blood.
Is it
and
in the
there's
form
a
of
battered-
a backpack?
Absolutely.
Nice.
And a battered copper flagon emblazoned with the grinning visage of a halfling, worth
Nice.
1 gold piece.
Right, lovely. Okay, I assume I don't find any people in the sack, so I walk out of the tower and I say, I've got some things, I've got some perfume, I'm having at least 1, but other people can have some if they want it. Some other useless tatter that I'm not interested in, but I've also got a spoon, a palette knife, and it looks like some sort of strainer. I guess I'm the first person to come across this, so I'm going to call it a slotted spoon.
Brilliant.
Do you want to name any of those out of interest?
Use one as a weapon.
Hay spoon, tower spoon.
I deem the slotted spoon the spoon of many holes.
Okay.
God. This building that Dweezil has approached to the south of the building where we were trying to sleep. It appears to Dweezil as if it has been almost completely destroyed by a boulder. Is there anything left of the building for me to enter?
There is a doorway. Yes.
Dweezil will try the doorway.
Okay. You walk into, again. There's not a lot going on here. There is clearly a very large boulder that's destroyed a third or so of the property. You find a couple of notes scribbled with the surname Summerhawk, so you deduce that this is a residence of the Summerhawks. But that's there's also a few items that suggest that this household may have been dabbling in potions and whatnot, sort of apothecaries or something similar. Can I get you to roll an investigation check?
You may, yeah. That's that's 4.
Oh, actually, sorry, a perception check.
Perception check. That's marginally better. That's a 17.
17. As you're looking around, hoping that maybe you'll find a secret spot for Kella to be looking, you come across a hidey hole under one of the loose floorboards.
Wow.
And you find a herbalism kit.
Oh, yes.
A vial of antitoxin.
Yep.
And a pouch containing 15 gold pieces.
Wow. Brilliant. Wonderful stuff. There's nobody in the hole, though.
There's nobody in the hole, no. But in your search, you do actually see Wizard of Oz style, a couple of legs poking out from underneath the rock.
Oh. Do they appear to be human?
They appear to be halfling.
Okay.
Any good shoes?
I don't think I'll investigate the legs. I think I'll make an assumption that whoever is under the rock is past help.
I'd like to see Krill try and fit in. I'd like to see Krill fit in some halfling shoes, though.
Some red slippers.
I would like to know how deep that hole was. If there was like a tooth that could be dropped down it or something.
Permanent scalar reference is a tooth.
Yeah. How many teeth are these horses? So yeah, that's that building. There's no Kella there.
I'm gonna take the lead on heading northwards to this house. That's next to where I'm at.
This one here.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shout to. Oh, I don't need to. He's right next to me. I'm gonna shout to Quinch and say, Quinch, let's stack up on the door and break into this baby.
Yes, fuck yes. Let's do some big old manly shit.
Yes.
Dabov's
I'm sick of talking.
As
you approach,
crucifixial cuddle earlier.
Yeah.
It's nice to see our barbarians getting on. As you approach the cottage, you notice ever so slightly decorated, different to some of the others. The outside of this cottage, there appears to be some ornate runes burned into the door frame and the door itself. Could you roll me a history check?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll find out if these runes were used for ritualistic purposes.
Okay. 15.
15. You don't recognise what it is, but you do get the impression that this may be writing.
Which is excellent, because everyone knows that Krill is dyslexic.
Yeah. So realistically, any symbols to Krill are writing.
Yeah.
It's just the level of how much he interprets them. But yeah, you get a sense that maybe these are some of those tricky words that Krill can't understand.
Krill says, "It looks like tricky words, but I can't understand." He says, "It's such a beautiful little cottage," and with that, he attempts to kick the door in.
You kick the door. Can I have a strength check, please?
What have I got? +4. 23.
23. The door does not give. It is fully locked, a fairly sturdy door, and unfortunately, even with its a strength roll of 23, it rattles but does not open.
Wow.
Crow says, "Ow!"
You suddenly realise that these runes are Burge Dunkel. If it's not a Burge, don't open it.
Guys, Krill has failed to open a door.
I imagine if Quinch opens this door, there'll be a fucking song about it.
I'm tempted to try just for the song, but actually I think there might be a window we can torpedo through, to be honest.
Did you say it was locked? Based on that, or just...
It's locked, yeah.
Can I try and pick the lock?
Yeah, have you got thieves' tools?
I believe I do. Let me just double
I
check.
would imagine so.
Yeah.
With him being a
the
rogue.
rogue.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, can I get a dex, please? Can I get Dexy Midnight Runners?
Thieves' tools. Is there any specific one, like sleight of hand or anything, or just
Dex? No, just dexterity.
Plus proficiency, isn't it? It'd be dex plus proficiency.
Cool. Well, it's either a 22 or a 24.
24.
Yeah, 24 with proficiency.
You insert your tiny tool into the slot.
Yep.
You do some jiggling around.
Yeah, he does.
Always gets the job done, if you know what I mean. I wink at the other guys.
It's like a sewing machine.
It's sort of awkwardly silent with just, a bit of heavy breathing. And then all of a sudden, there she blows. And the door...
Deary me, Nathan.
The door, you hear that satisfying familiar click. And the door is unlocked.
I'm gonna yell to the guys to say, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. And kind of gesture to keep quiet, and then I'm gonna sneak in.
What do you mean? Like
I couldn't unlock it, guys. I failed miserably. We should probably try some of the other buildings, and then
yes, let's walk over there.
I mean, stay where you are, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in and have a look around.
Okay, are you basically taking control of this adventure and finally getting to use stealth?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that what you're trying to...
No, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to sneak in, and if there is anyone in there, I don't want them to know that I'm there or that anyone else is there and that we've given up looking, essentially.
Okay. Okay, can I get a stealth check from you then, please?
Oh,
No worries. That is 19.
19. You tippy-tappy-toe into the house. Much like every building that you've come across in your time in Nightstone.
Yeah, I'm not really a stomper.
Dead silent.
Yeah.
No, but no, it's dead silent here. The only noises you can hear are from the barbarians, the wizard and the sorcerer and the bard outside. There's nothing going on in here. Can I get an investigation check from you, please?
No worries. That is... God, my math's failing me. 11.
11.
Yeah.
You look around. You can't really, although you're a gnome of the world, you don't recognise exactly what's going on here. But it looks somewhat medical. This building appears to be, perhaps a doctor lives here or a dentist or something along those lines. But you can't really place what school of medicine it would be here. But one thing you do notice is very much in keeping with your class is there is a big old wooden chest
Oh,
sat in the corner of the room.
Can I have a look, see if there's any sort of traps or anything that might prevent me from opening it?
Yeah, okay. Can I get an investigation check then, please?
Where is 13.
13. You look around. You don't find any traps.
Cool. Then
You can't see anything that obviously with your superior eye can find a trap on this.
I'm gonna sort of very cautiously open the chest, or try to.
You clasp your fingers either side of the chest, and you just give it enough movement or enough pressure just to slightly lift the lid, worrying whether something's going to go off in your face or something even worse.
After I opened that door, I wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. The lid lifts, so you know it's unlocked, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Do you want to lift further?
I'm going to look around the room before I carry on, and then just to see in case there's anyone, using it as like a distraction to sneak up behind me, and then
some bait or something.
Yeah, because that would be the thing you'd be drawn to, and then I'm going to just open it all the way.
Perception. Perceive me, please.
Oh, this doesn't look good. What's my bonus? 3.
3. You don't notice anyone. I can tell you that much.
I guess I have to open it then, don't I?
Okay. You open. You apply a little bit more pressure. Keep moving. Nothing happened. You're fairly confident there's no trap lying inside the chest. It fully swings open. And you look inside, and you find a holy symbol. Can I get a religious check from you, please?
Kumbaya.
Yeah, what he said. Religion.
Hallelujah.
Religion. I have weirdly high on that. 17.
17, nice. You're not. I don't think you're religious, are you? I don't think rogues tend to be.
I just for some reason have a high bonus in it. I don't know why.
Okay. You, as you're turning this over in your hand, it's basically a pentagram of sorts, and you are familiar enough with some of the religions to realise that this is a holy symbol of the god Asmodeus, who was a fey deity, and basically, essentially, a devil. In many ways, the equivalent of Satan.
Nice. Is that the only thing I find in the chest?
So that's a gold. So it's a golden holy symbol. It's worth approximately 75 gold pieces. Were you to shift that on, you also find a healer's kit, which is in keeping, obviously, with the rest of the decor. And finally, you discover a potion of healing.
Sick vibes.
Not bad.
It's worth noting with potions, I'm not going to. I could just be like, oh, you find a potion, then leave it up to you to find out. But
fair enough.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just going to tell you when you come across potions what they are essentially. Magic items will be a bit different, but I think with potions it's just easier for me just to go, there you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Potion of healing.
Okie dokie. Unless I see anything of note in the room, other than that, I'm going to take warning of the fact that there seemed to be some sort of devil worshipper lived here previously, and make a hasty exit.
Well, it's worth noting, like, devil worship is slightly different in the history of sort of D&D. It's not quite as, for example, things like tieflings
True.
Follow devil paths. Doesn't necessarily mean they're quite as ominous as
cool.
a Satanist.
Okay, then I might just if that was the only thing I really noticed.
But worth
or a
but
Christian,
worth
for example.
knowing, yeah. Huh?
Or a Christian.
Moving on.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of.
So that's that.
Two sides of the same coin, my brother.
But yeah, you don't find Kella in there.
No signs of her or anything. Like no sign anyone's been in there.
No. Very much like the other buildings, it seems to be a household that has been left in somewhat of in somewhat of a hurry.
The front door the only way in and out of the building?
A couple of windows,
but no other doors. No.
But
I'm going to lock the door on the way out then, just to make sure there's no place for her to run to.
Okay, I won't make you roll for that. I'll just assume you take the time to do so with your thieves tool.
Cool, thank you.
You may have noticed that Dweezil's not with you.
He split the party.
Dweezil's made his way over to the watchtower that appears to be completely destroyed, but he just wanted to make 100% sure that the southwesterly watchtower is completely destroyed, and there's no opportunity for someone to be hiding in there.
No, this boulder has literally decimated the entire tower. You see remnants of a ladder and things like that. I mean, there's nowhere to hide.
Excellent. Dweezil's happy.
Krill questions Dabov. What did you find inside?
Dabov was just going to say, just some medical equipment, things like that, but no sign that anyone's been in there. A few...
medical equipment? Can you look at this big fucking cut on my head?
I said I found medical equipment. I didn't find a doctor or suddenly the knowledge to heal.
And he bends down and there is a huge shard of glass still sticking out of his head.
Like Punished Snake from Metal Gear. Nice.
Yeah, can you just pull it out? Just pull it out, please.
From one damage, really? Okay.
Just pull out the pane of glass from my head.
It's a whole pane. I'm going to grab the glass. I'm going along with this. You picked the weakest person in the party to do this, but fine. I'm going to grab the glass and give it a good old pull.
Shortest as well. He's got to bend all the way down to you.
You may as
I'm
well
essentially
be prone.
laid down at this point. Yeah.
Like pulling a sword from a stone. Is that going to be a strength check?
Could you climb up his body, put 2 feet either side on his shoulders?
Yes, I do that.
Right.
What happens?
A strength check, please, Davos.
My weakest stat. Brilliant. Well, actually, not bad. 11.
11. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of glass inside a barbarian's head, isn't it? It's not a mythical sword. It comes out, a little bit of blood drips down, and you realise that Krill's just being a big old baby.
I feel much better now, thank you.
I hold the shard of glass aloft above my head, much like the Star Wars poster, and proclaim myself the new King of England. I don't even know if that's the right myth. Don't have to pull that from a lake. God knows.
As long as someone's pulling something from someone. Right. Next building.
Actually, before we move on, Gregomel would like to have a look at the runes that were carved around the door that the 2 oafs couldn't read.
Okay. What languages can Gregomel read? Speak?
I'm pretty sure it's just common and giant, but I'll double check.
Weirdly, it's an awful lot of giant speakers in this party.
Yeah. I was about to say, might have to forget giant.
If you don't have it, can you roll me a history check, please?
If I don't have what, giant?
Yeah. So if they just the 2 languages you've got. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure they're the only 2 I got. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you roll me a history then?
Is 16 plus 4, so 20.
You at least have a better idea than Krill, and you can tell that this is infernal.
Oh.
But you can't read it.
That is definitely a language I do not have. So.
No. But you at least recognise that it's infernal.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Next up.
Gregomel, take us to this building up here.
Why Gregomel?
Because I think I smell coffee.
Oh, I'm coming!
I can see that. You should investigate this building too.
He really likes coffee.
Just instantly barges in the door without even thinking about it.
While they're investigating that building, I'm going to head to the west into the centre of town. I'm just going to hide and just keep an eye out for any sort of movement in case she's moving between buildings.
Yeah, that is probably where you've placed that marker is a good place to hide as well, just in the middle of the street with no...
The whole place is pitch black.
With no items.
I'm going to hide on the corner of this building. I'm going to just crouch down and just try and remain hidden and just keep an eye on the movement in case she's doing a runner.
Okay. Gregomel and Quinch, who have approached that building in the northeast. You obviously notice there's a big boulder that's smashed through the reception of this property, but it's small enough that you can sort of make your way inside. There's no door to speak of anymore. It's just an open chasm of an entrance. So can I get an investigation check, please?
14.
14. As you are rooting around in the rubble, all of a sudden, a flash of movement, and skipping past you is a creature which is small. It is cat-like with wings.
Whoa.
Flying bat!
And it flies out of the shadows and it startles you, but then it's gone. It's as quick as it's jumped out of the mess. It's the typical horror cat scare. It's just jumped out, big blaring music, and then bang, it's gone.
Okay.
But whilst you're also looking, you notice around the house that there's plenty of papers. You don't necessarily, again, very much like most of the other residences, you don't really understand what's going on in terms of what type of job or anything they performed in the town. But there's plenty of papers all around, so you're obviously assuming that there's some sort of notary or something like that, perhaps, or working some sort of profession. You find some wax seals, some jars of ink, some blank scrolls, quill pens, stuff like that. But you also find a pouch containing 32 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces.
I mean, considering we're both in the room...
I'm outside.
Are you outside? Okay, well, I will just pocket those then straight away.
Wow. A little rogue sorcerer on our hands.
Coffee's not cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, other than that, you find nothing of note.
Sorry, what was that 30 gold and 17 silver?
32 gold, 17 silver. Gregor is such a charming old goof of a guy. You just wouldn't expect him to also be a thief.
He's not a thief if there's no one around.
Have you found anything, old man?
There was some kind of flying cat thing that scared the bejesus out of me. No coffee to note. I did find 17 silver. You are more than welcome to have that.
Okay, the flying cat sounds weird, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, why would I lie about a flying cat? That's just weird.
Why do you think that I think you're lying?
I don't know. Do you always just sound like that?
I suppose my voice sounded a little bit apprehensive, and you've come across quite senile so far. So, yeah, I suppose I don't believe you actually. But if you think you saw it, then
I definitely saw something. It was either a cat or a bat, or maybe it was just, I don't know, a ghost.
Cats, bats, and ghosts do all look similar, so yeah.
Shall we go?
I was going to say after
this is getting awkward.
After this rambling, if we could just move on slightly.
Quinch moves towards the building at the north.
The north. Okay.
I guess I would follow in his footsteps as well, because, we are together, and now we're just having an awkward silence as we're walking along.
I like to think you're floating as well.
So, about this weather.
You approach what appears to be the farmhouse of the field that you've just walked past. The door is hanging quite wide open, basically on one hinge. It looks like Krill's already been here, almost, knowing his love of kicking indoors. But it's an undamaged cottage. Other than that,
Gregomel, do you have any spells that you could cast on me that would make me less luminous or more stealthy?
Are you luminous? I mean, I know your colours.
In the moonlight.
He's neon.
The moon's not doing me any favours.
I mean, I can set you on fire, or...
I don't think that's going to do it. Right, let's just go in. Emily, are you in here?
I can make you, stronger against blades. Does that help?
Actually, yeah, stick some of that on me.
Okay.
Crow says, Greg, we have been travelling together for months, and you have only just said this?
You never asked. It was like my broom the other day when you didn't even ask if you could ride it. I mean, just because I got something doesn't mean that I'm going to give it to you. You have to ask, man.
It's fine. I can clearly tell everyone has a new favourite barbarian.
Also, you have to shout. You're all the way down the other end of the town.
I'm in a field looking at a boulder.
Is Krill going to lick the boulder? Is he?
I don't know. The other barbarian did it and everyone fucking loves him. He's going to start licking everything because then I'll be everyone's best friend. I'm cringe.
Quinch pulls down his trousers. Okay, cast it then, whatever you need to do.
Okay, and with that, Gregomel's going to go, sharp pointy things in my hands and some other words, and then he just cast Blade Ward. He was like, well, I saw that Dweezil does little rhymes, and I thought I'd try it on, but it doesn't work for me.
So what have you cast?
Blade Ward.
Blade Ward.
Basically until the end of my turn, I guess, or one round this is technically. You have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage when dealt with weapon attacks.
Is that only for you, though, or can you cast it on others?
I can cast it on others. It just says, range self. Nope, I lied. I can only do it to myself.
Pull your trousers back up, you big blue twat.
Quinch
can nobody tell Quinch? Quinch now thinks that he's got protection against
I've just done it on myself, but he thinks it's on him.
Quinch pulls his trousers up. Oh, wow. You even glowing. That's amazing. It must have worked. I feel kind of amazing. Emily, are you in here? Walks straight into the farmhouse.
You walk straight into the farmhouse, and you see plenty of, potatoes and turnips and various other root vegetables on the side. But this looks pretty much like a farmhouse which has been ransacked by the goblins. It doesn't appear to be much here. You can do an investigation check though, please.
Yeah, I'll investigate. I'll take a potato whilst it's there. Oh. So fucking hell! I rolled a natty T again. So 21.
You find nothing of interest, but you do find a potato that's shaped like a bum.
This potato looks like a bum. I'm actually going to take this potato and another potato in that case.
Is anybody surprised?
Quick, Greg, cast a spell on it.
Okay, and I'm going to cast Firebolt on the potato.
Make it a baked potato.
Yep.
From where I'm at, from where Krill's at, the building to my left, is there a back door on my side of the building?
There isn't.
Is there a window?
There are windows.
I think we all know what's happening, right?
You're gonna go through the door nice and calmly.
Right, so I'm just limbering up the legs, doing little squats, stretching out, kicking that door really hurt my leg. I get ready to pounce, arms up in front of me, holding my axe to sort of avoid any glass shards hitting me in the head. And I'd like to just go through the window, saying, Susan!
Okay. Can you roll me a dex?
For 16.
16. You go through the window again. This time you do sort of slightly bump the side, but not doing any damage to yourself or the window pane. But it sort of it hurts a little bit, but not enough to take any damage from it. But once again, you found yourself with glass
in the same
covering your body.
cut.
In the same cut, and this time you take 2 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely get all the HP worn down now before we have to fight anyone.
Yeah, just for the sake of not walking around the building and taking the front door.
It's a gimmick. Let me have it.
Once inside, you see a... Yeah, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Perception. 19.
19. You notice as you crash into this building that there's a lot of stuff here. And you, although you're not accustomed to necessarily buying things, you understand this to be a trading post and that this is a place of trade where people would have bought things and sold things. And you see plenty of equipment all over the walls and tables, etc., etc.
Do I see any weaponry?
You do not see any weaponry, no. But you do see plenty of adventuring gear.
Oh, can I pocket some adventuring gear?
You may. What would you like?
I think rope. Rope's always important.
You want some rope? Okie dokie. There's plenty of rope. There is. So you can take 50-foot rope.
Cool, 50-foot rope. I would like. Are there torches?
Torches? Yes. There's. You find 2 torches.
Okay. I don't. Is there any closed boxes of anything that might contain some treasure or any chests to search?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, this is a trading post, so there's no. It's not really that sort of thing that you're going to find treasure.
I mean, gold, sort of money, moolah, wonga, cash.
I guess there'd be a till of sorts. You find 11 gold pieces.
Excellent.
I mean, all this free shit all over the shop, and you're worried about the gold pieces that you can buy stuff with.
Not everything's going to be free later on.
Very true.
I say, because could I see Dabov through like a window or something? That'd be great if I could.
Dabble through a window, you can't, but you do know that he was around the corner of the building. You knew where he was, at least.
I say, Dabov, come in here. There's an open window at the back.
I'm just going to try the front door, which I assume I'm stood next to.
Yes, you are stood by the front door, which is completely unlocked.
Does it open inwards or outwards?
It opens inwards. As in into the building, not...
Fair enough, I'm just going to head in then. I was going to let Quinch kick it out. Not Quinch. Krill kick it out if it opened outwards.
How very fucking dare you call me that guy's name.
Same difference, really. Same difference.
Yeah, they're the same character at this point.
Can I get a perception check? Can I get a perception check from you?
Perception check. No worries. That is... Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You walk into the trading post, and you see Krill filling his pouches with gold. You take in the scene of this very well maintained. It's bizarre that given that the goblins have ransacked this town, that this one very profitable shop for them with all of this equipment, they seem to have missed it. But just in the silence, you sort of hear something, and you say to Krill, "Shh," and you sort of just get the impression that maybe you're not alone.
Thank you for joining us on our adventures. Please subscribe and leave a review on whichever platform you listen to podcasts through. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Dice and Desire, where we share behind the scenes bits and bobs, and we'd love to interact with you there.